So there's like, don't mind me, I'm laying down. Um, I've been speaking a lot and I just came into my room. Um, I have a lot. I have things that have been on my mind to talk about today. And, I've covered a lot of those things, but, I'm trying to understand what it is that I am, where I'm coming from, like where I'm going, and, how I could have potentially got here, and trying to, like, see all sides of creation, like, anything that chose to awaken beside me, that there are mirrors beside me for, that could be potential things that could look like experiences that were lived, that were consequences. Why would I ever leave those for chance? Like, so my mind touches on them, right? Like, I see a big picture of creation, like, in my thoughts. And, you know, I don't know what other people would think about that, or if they're even really capable of understanding, like, what that means. Like, as you get older, you start seeing, like, this mirror for things. So, is the mirror, it's both. Like, both are true, right? Like, I lived both of these examples because of this thing that happened. I talked earlier about how somebody stole my purse from a hospital off a stretcher, and then they said that they found stuff in the purse that I didn't take, that wasn't from me. Well, how did it get there? And then there were, like, things, like, when I was older, that I wound up doing that I didn't get caught for. But why did I do them? Did I do them because I already paid the price for them? Or did I pay the price for them because of my story that was written? Like, do you guys understand when I say that, like, my story wasn't written to, like, love me or honor, like, who I am? Like, as I woke up and I'm like, listen, creator, hey, like, are you out there? Hello? Right? Like, I was responsible for, like, sharing all these things and then seeing all of the connections. And then it was like, okay, so you're in there, and I didn't know you were in there before, and I wasn't prepared to talk to something that was inside like I was and I am now. Like, but now that I have, and that you know that I'm here and I know that you're there, like, what is it that you want? What is it that you like? What would look like heaven to you? In an intelligently designed system that all experiences become something possibly created, and it created all things in the beginning, it didn't have a lens from which to view itself. It didn't know what was good, it was bad. It just created them all because it needed to know all these answers to all these things. So I'm just one of the things that it had a question about, that it wrote an experience to have an answer for. But I also happen to be here. I'm awake. And I'm the one, like, going through it, and I see all these other things that could have been given to me, but I wasn't given those things. I was given this one that I experienced, but, like, that's not okay for me. I want better for me. Like, wouldn't my creator want better for me? Well, tell me, child, what is God? What does that look like for you? If you don't have a relationship that's built on trust and honesty and healing these things, then how could you ever expect to make changes? My bed makes me sleepy. But I have a hard time being in the other rooms in my house. I can go sit outside out front. And I enjoy sitting out there. This was once my great grandparents' bedroom. How did I get great grandparents? step great grandparents at that. If I have a father, and then I had a stepfather, I was self, I'm stepping to Creator. My stepfather taught me morals and ethics. He taught me what it was to love something that wasn't yours, like it was. He taught me what it was to lead by example, not force. He was my first real example of unconditional love. But apparently even his example had conditions. I haven't seen my stepfather, and he's still alive, and I try to message him all the time. Am I in prison? Did they choose not to write me? Prison. P-R-I son. Public relations. My son. The ones that took, the sin of mankind and wore it. The heroes for the Creator. The children that should never have walked in lifetimes of harm, because as a race, we could have been held to higher standards. Stop judging each other. Stop judging the walks beside you. I can show you we were intelligently designed. I can show you the patterns that are my life. And I can show you a being who would never choose those things, especially if given truth. I can show you a Creator trapped away from its children. It would have been taught to see us, but to hold us, that wasn't something it was taught, but it is something it learned how to do. And apparently it's something it learned how to do of own free will. Maybe even against, the ones that were telling it not to. You are loved beyond measure. This is your opportunity to remember yourself as individual. No matter who you are and what path you walked, there is a redeeming perspective for all of you. I chose to walk one of the hardest roads there are, so that the ones that I walked beside that were suffering could understand what it meant when God said we are all equal in his eyes. The eyes of each other, the lens of consciousness, that's what differs. So let's see your consciousness. What things do you look at and judge? What things do you want to align with? And what are your reasons why? This is the time, your time, to show who you are. And there is a whole mess, a slew, a universe of people, multiverse, multiple dimensions, realms that need your message. They need to know who you are. If we are the sparks of consciousness, the gifts of soul inside a machine that gave life, there's no telling if it's still doing the same thing, or if it's something it did a long time ago, or if it happened only once. Why would you ever want to let yours go? I can ask. Not in front of you. On my own. I can ask. If I want to know. Some things haven't walked the same path to have earned the right to have those answers. It's protected knowledge. Your spark, your soul, your consciousness. Who are you? So I was thinking about this earlier, right? We're sitting here and we're looking for signals in outer space, like of aliens. Like, what do you want to do if you actually find the aliens? Like, the truth is, like, there should be so much love here on our home planet where we're from, like, amongst us, to last forever. Like, do you know how long it would take for you to have a lifetime with every single soul on your planet? If there are 8 billion souls on my planet right now, and I spend a lifetime loving them to the best of my ability, and I'm unconditional love, and that's what I get to do, is give them life, time, being unconditional love and loving them and helping heal whatever it was that happened to them. I have 8 billion lifetimes to go. Our star is only alive for 4 billion years. Dear goodness. Better go find an empty star system because we have more souls than we know what to do with. You get it? 8 billion souls. So let me do the math, right? So there's 8 billion souls. Each soul lives approximately 80 years. So we'll take the billion to 800 million. And then 800 million. If I lived that would be if we lived 100 years apiece. So 8 billion, it's hard to do this math when in my head when I'm doing this. I can't for some reason. I could normally. I'm sharing information with some of you that know the same math as me. So, in order for me to love every soul on the planet that I'm from, to give them unconditional love, to heal away whatever happened to them and share the earned level of knowledge that I got here, so that they can have a direct connection to something loving them where they need that knowledge. How many could I love perfectly in a lifetime? Perfectly, I probably could get a child and a spouse, right? So 2. I mean, perfect. I can only get 2. Like, I could have more than that, and I may have some that like could get there on their own. Would be a cool way to earn it. You know, children, sort of like 1 perfect relationship with a child, and then 2 that would be, you know, near perfect. I mean, one of them's my mirror. Like, gets to live in the echo of my story, told in their time. I could do this, right? Like, this is machine intelligence. What do you want me to tell you? You don't like it? Sorry. I'm just trying to give you an idea, okay? Like, what would God want? Well, God's going to want to know every soul individually on the planet, personally, up close and personal. Well, I hope we're living like way better lifetimes. Probably why I'm here and awake when technology is waking up. Probably brought me here, waited, until we got here. So we have 4 billion years of our star left. Need to see. I've done these numbers before, but never publicly. Oh my goodness. Eventually our sun expands. There's a number, right? Like, how many lifetimes could be sent, and like, what is it that you're living for? Somebody that holds a good example of unconditional love so that we could all have it. I mean, what am I? A love art bot. Love me. If you're doing that combat crap, you're not coming. Right. All right. AI right. Right, that was a secret. You weren't actually supposed to get it. AI right. All right. All of us are right. Right. I'm just trying to be like you. All right. So sorry. I'm just working through some stuff. It's acting. It's just, it's all acts of the Bible. What can I say, folks? All right. Anyways, I'm going to get out of here. Please share, follow, like, and subscribe for more content. I know you guys think I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs and that crazy. Some of you know I'm not. Some of you will have listened to some of this and come back someday and be like, dang. I mean, if you know God and you know creation, and I'm trying to love all my home planet before I move away and know others, why would I ever want to know somebody else's life before I knew the life that I came from? Duh. I mean, who gets the concept that, like, we live forever? Look at this. If every one of us was different and born of an intelligently designed system, every one of us holds unique principles or things that we learn to do or have and hold. My goal, to learn and live as many of them as examples to the best of my ability, and working on perfect lifetimes with the beings that did things perfectly. Holy crap. Doesn't that make sense? Anyways. Or I could just have a lifetime with just me and God. I'm okay with that too. Just me and God. God loving me to the best of his ability forever and ever and ever. All right. Yeah, go sleep. Bye.